Hello my dear students, I warmly welcome you to CR's digital classes. In this video, we are going to see the introduction of our topic, percentages. So let us start. So basically, what does the word percentage mean? The word percentage means that percent. So we are deriving or defining everything or every value in the terms of 100. I can say that percent is percent. So I can say that percentage is nothing but comparison between the value which we have and with 100. So whenever in our percentages topic, whenever we see a symbol like this, which is the symbol of percentage, we have to write it in this way, divided by 100. So whenever I see the symbol percentage, I will write this like this way. So for suppose, let us see, if I get a value like 20 percentage, what I have to do? I have to simply write it as 20 divided by 100. So 20 by 100. So 20 by 100 gives me a value of 1 by 5. So simply percentages is nothing but comparison with 100. Now coming to what we have to do next. We have to learn how to convert percentages to fractions and fractions to percentages. Now conversion of percentage to fraction. We are going from percentage to fraction. Whenever we are going from percentage to fraction, what we have to do is we have to divide it by 100. So we have to divide it with 100. So for suppose I have a value like this, so 30 percentage, I have to write it in fraction manner. What I have to do? I have to simply 30 divided by, because whenever I see a percentage symbol, I have to write it as divided by 100. So 30 by 100. 30 by 100 is 3 by 10. So the fractional value of 30 percentage is 3 by 10. In the same way, 25 percentage. 25 percentage can be written as 25 by 100, which gives me 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So 25 percentage fractional value is 1 by 4. So we have gone from percentage to fraction. Now we have to come in a reverse way, which is fraction to percentage. Now we have to go from fraction to percentage. Now we are going in a reverse way. What we have to do? In previous we have divided it with 100. What we have to do now? We have to multiply it with 100. So we have to multiply it with 100. So for suppose I have a fraction value which says 1 by 2. I have to convert it to percentage. So what I have to do? I have to simply multiply it with 100. So 1 by 2 into 100, which gives me 50 percentage. In the same way, 2 by 3. I have a fraction like 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into 100, which is 200 by 3. I can write it as 200 divided by 3 gives me an answer of 66.66 percentage. So I can say that 2 by 3 fraction is nothing but 66.66 percentage. Now let us solve some questions based on this. Let us practice some. Okay. So 25 percentage in fraction value. We have already solved it, which is 1 by 4. Now 84 percentage in fraction, which gives me 84. So here we are having percentage symbol. So 84 by 100. So 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4, 4 25s are 100. So 84 percentage is nothing but 21 by 25 fraction. Now 36 percentage. So 36 by 100. Let us solve. 4 9s are 36, 4 25s. I can say that 36 percentage is nothing but 9 by 25. In the same way, now 33 1 by 3 percentage. Now here 33 1 by 3 is a mixed fraction. What I have to do? I have to convert it into a proper fraction. So which is 33 into 3 plus 1 by 3. First of all, I have to multiply 3 with 33. Then I have to add 1. So which gives me 99 plus 1, which is 100 by 3 percentage. Okay. Now the percentage value should be written in our way, which is 100 by 3 the percentage symbol should be written as by 100. So let us put numerator as 1. So 1 by 100 is 1 by 100. Now 100 gets cancelled. We are left with 1 by 3. So I can say that 33 1 by 3 percentage is nothing but the fraction of 1 by 3. In the same way, let us solve some fractions. Now we are going from fraction to percentage. 1 by 2 is 50 percentage. We have already solved 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is 33 1 by 3 percentage or 33.33 percentage. So if 1 by 3 is 33 1 by 3 percentage, then can I write 2 by 3 as 2 into 1 by 3? Yes, I can write as 2 into 1 by 3. We know that 1 by 3 is 33 1 by 3. Then 2 into 1 by 3 is 66 2 by 3 percentage or 66.66 percentage. Okay, 66.66 percentage. In the same way, 1 by 5. 1 by 5, what I have to do is I have to multiply it with 100. 1 by 5 into 100, which gives me 20 percentage. In the same way, 2 by 5. 2 by 5 can be written as 2 into 1 by 5. That is 20 into 2. So 20 into 2, which is 40 percentage or 2 into 20. Now in the same way, 1 by 4 is 25 percentage. Then 3 by 5. 3 by 5 into 100, which gives me 60 percentage. 3 by 4 is 75 percentage and 1 by 6 is 16.66 percentage. Okay, now this is the conversion of percentage to fraction and fraction to percentage. Now what I have done is I have given a table for you. You have to solve this particular table. You should pause this particular video and solve this table. Now let us see the first one, which says 250 percentage. 250 percentage should be written in fraction. So 250 divided by 100. Okay, so we are going for percentage to fraction, then we have to divide it by 100. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10. So the fractional value of 250 percentage is 5 by 2. You have to fill all of these values. Okay, now coming to the next one. So in this next one, we will be solving some questions. Okay, so what is 10 percentage of 325? We have to solve this answer. Now we know that, let us write this equation in our equation format. So 10 percentage, 10. We know that whenever we see a percentage symbol, we have to write it as 100 by 10. Okay, so 10 by 100. Okay, 10 by 100 of, whenever we see of, we have to write it as multiplication, then 325. Okay, so 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 325 divided by 10 gives me an answer of 32.5. So our answer is 32.5. We can simply solve any 10 percentage value, any numbers 10 percentage. I can, first suppose if I have a value of 625, I have to tell the 10 percentage of this particular value. I have to tell what? The 10 percentage of 625. What I can do is I can simply tell it as 62.5. What I have done is nothing but I have put a point or a decimal before one digit. So 10 percentage is nothing but putting a decimal before one digit. So 625, 10 percentage of 625 is 62.5. In the same way, 520, the 10 percentage of 520 is nothing but 52.0. So whenever I put a decimal before one digit, then it becomes 10 percentage of that value. Okay, now coming to the next question. What is the 25 percentage of 624? Let us solve this. So 25 is 25 percentage. I have to write it as 100 of is into 364. 25 ones, 25 fours. Dividing it with 4. 4 9s are 36. 4 1s are 4. So 25 percentage of 364 is 91. Now coming to the next question. So here rupees 50 is what percentage of 250? We have to solve this particular question. So let us assume that, let us see. So we have to find the percentage. So 50. So whenever I see is, then I have to write it as is equals to 50 is equals to what? I have to find this value. So let us assume this as x. So I have to find this x value. So percentage is percent of is of 250. So 250. Now x, okay. So I have written 50. Then in the place of is I have written is equals to what? X percentage. This percentage symbol should be written as x by 100 of is into 250. After solving this, I am getting the value of x. So the answer is x value. So 25 tens are 25, 25 fours are 0, 0 gets cancelled. So I am left with 5 into 4. So the value of x is 20. So the value of x is what? 20%. So I can say that 50 is 20% of 250. In the same way, next question. So I have to find what is 150 grams is what percentage of 2 kilos. So here we are giving a value of 150 grams, but we are comparing it with 2 kilos. We are comparing it with what? 2 kilos. So we should also convert this into grams. Okay, we should also convert this into grams. So 2 kilos is nothing but 200 grams. So 2 kilos is nothing but what? 200 grams. So let us solve this. So 150 means is equals to what is x? Percentage is percentage symbol. So x divided by 100 of is into, we have to substitute as 2000 because we are comparing with grams and grams. So 0, 0 gets cancelled. This 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. So x is equals to, x is 15 by 2, which is x is equals to 7.5. I can say that 150 grams is 7.5 percentage of 2 kgs or 2000 grams. Okay. So now coming to some statement based questions. So let us solve this statement based questions. In this statement based question, the question says if 10% of A is equals to 15% of B. Let us write this statement in an equation format. 10%, 10 by 100 of means into A is equals to 15%, 15 by 100 of is equals to into B. 100, 100 gets cancelled. Then 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15. I can say that 2A is equals to 3B. Then A upon B is equals to 3 upon 2. A upon B is what? 3 upon 2. Let us see what he is asking in the question. So then what is the ratio of A ratio B? We have to find the ratio of A ratio B, and A equals to what percentage of B? A is what percentage of B? So from this I can say that A ratio B is equals to 3 ratio 2. The ratio of A and B is 3 ratio 2. Regarding this, from this ratio, I can assume A and B values as, let us assume A is equals to 3, B is also 2. Okay, I am assuming A and B values as 3 and 2 itself because we have to maintain the ratio. You can assume A and B values as you like. We have to satisfy this particular ratio. Okay, now let us see what is this last statement asking. A equals to what percentage of B? So A equals to what percentage means x percentage of B. So A is here what? A is 3. X percentage means x by 100 of is into B is 2. 2 ones are 2 50s. So x value is 50 into 3, which is 150. So I can say that A is 150% of B. So our answer is 150% and 3 ratio 2. Now coming to the next question, which is the monthly expenditure of a person is 12,000. His expenditure, monthly expenditure is what? 12,000. Due to some reasons, his expenditure has increased by 20%. His expenditure has increased by what? His expenditure increased by 20%. 20% increase on what? 20% increase on the previous expenditure. So I can say that his increase in expenditure is 20% of the previous expenditure was 12,000. His expenditure increased this much. Now let us solve this value, which says 20 by 100 into 12,000. So 2 zeros gets cancelled. 12 twos are 24. So his expenditure rose or his expenditure increased by 2400. So previously his expenditure was what? 12,000. This was his old expenditure, but now his expenditure increased by 2400. So his new expenditure is 14,400 rupees. So here what he is asking what was his new expenditure. So his new expenditure is 14,400. We can solve this question in this way, which is basic. We can also solve this in this question in some other way. So let us see. I know that, let us assume our expenditure is 100%. Our expenditure is what? 100%. Now he is saying that our expenditure has increased by how much percentage? 20%. Our expenditure has increased by 20%. So previously our expenditure was 100. Now our expenditure is what? Increased by 20%, which is 120%. So 100% value is given here. So 100% is what here? 12,000. So 100% is 12,000. Then what I have to find? I have to find the value of 120%. So let us solve this. I can say that from cross multiplying it, 100% into x is equals to 12,000 into 120%. So percentage gets cancelled. Now x value is equals to 1440 divided by, so two zeros gets cancelled. So x value is equals to 14,400. So I can use this basic method or I can use this method. Whichever method you are comfortable, you can use this particular method. Okay. Now coming to the next question. The population of a town was 15,000 for current year. Due to some illness, the population decreased by 5%. So the decrease in population was 5% of 15,000. So you can solve this particular equation, or I can simply solve this in an effective way, which is, I know that 10% of 15,000 is what? 1500. I can simply say that the 15,000, 10% is 1500. So 1500 is 10% of 15,000. In the same way, so if 10% is 1500, the half of 10% is 5%. In the same way, 1500 by 2, which is 750. I can say that 5% of 15,000 is 750. So now here the population is increasing or decreasing? It is decreasing. Previously it was 15,000. Now it has decreased by 750. So our new population is 14,250. So our new population is what? 14,250. So our answer is 14,250. Or you can solve this in a way. We know that 100% of population is 15,000, but now the population has decreased by 5%, which is 95%. So 100 minus 5, 95. I have to find this value. So I can say that x is equals to 15,000 into 95 by 100. After solving this, I am getting the x value as 14,250 itself. Okay, whichever method you are comfortable with, you can go with that method. Percentage more or percentage less, or percentage increase or percentage decrease. Let us see the question. If income of A is 30,000 and income of B is 36,000, full stop. Here what is he saying? Income of A is what? 30,000 and income of B is what? 36,000. Income of A and income of B is this much. Now income of B is how much percentage more than A? How much percentage more than A? So whenever I am seeing these values like more than, less than, percentage increase, percentage decrease, what I have to do is I have to find first of all the difference. The difference here, the difference between A and B is 6,000. So the difference is what? 6,000. Now when I have completed finding the difference, then I have to apply a simple formula which says, so percentage increase or percentage decrease is difference divided by the value which has been written after than. So I have to write the value which has been given after than into 100. Into 100. So difference divided by the value which has been given after than into 100, or simply I can say difference divided by. For suppose here we have to find the more than value. I am finding what? More than value. So here more means bigger number. Then in denominator, what I have to do is I have to write a smaller number. Smaller number into 100. Difference divided by than after value, or difference divided by, if more he is asking more than, then I have to write smaller. If he is asking less than, I have to write bigger number. Let us substitute here. The difference here is 6,000 divided by the value after than is a. The value after than is what? A. So the value of a is what? 30,000. 30,000 into 100, or substituting this difference is same 6,000, and the smaller value between 30,000 and 36,000 is what? 30,000. So because he is asking more, we have to go with the smaller value. Here smaller value between 30 and 36 is 30,000. So 6,000 divided by 30,000 into 100. So 3 zeros gets cancelled. Then 1 0 gets cancelled. So 60 by 3. 60 by 3 is 20%. So our first answer is 20%. In the same way, income of A, now he is asking income of A is how much percentage less than B. So he is asking less than. I have to do what? Difference divided by than after value, or here he is asking less than. I have to write bigger number. Bigger number into 100. The difference here is what? 6,000. Now the bigger number between 30 and 36,000 is 36,000. So 36,000 into 100. So 3 zeros gets cancelled. 6 ones are 6 6 are. So 100 by 6. 100 by 6 is 16.66%. So our values are, our answers are 20% and 16.66%. Now next question. If the expenditure of Ramu is 20% more than Karthik, then expenditure of Karthik is how much percentage less than Ramu? So here there are two persons, Ramu and Karthik. In the first statement, he is saying that the expenditure of Ramu is 25% more than Karthik. Let us assume the expenditure of Karthik is 100. That Karthik is spending 100 rupees. If Karthik is spending 100 rupees, then Ramu is spending 25% more than Karthik, which means he is spending 25 rupees more. So if Karthik is spending 100, then Ramu is spending what? 125. 25 more, which is 125. Now in this question, what is he asking? He is asking the expenditure of Karthik is how much percentage less than Ramu. So whenever I see percentage increase, percentage decrease, more than, less than, what I have to do? I have to simply find the difference. The difference between two of them is 25. So difference divided by, here he is asking less than. So less means small. In denominator, I have to write the bigger value into 100. So difference between two of them is 25. 25 by the bigger value between 100 and 125. The bigger value is 125. 25 by 125 into 100. So 25 ones are 25 fives are 5 ones are 5 twos. So the answer is 20%. So our answer is what? 20%. Or I can say that in denominator I have to write the value given after them. So the Ramu value is 125. Okay. So after solving this, we are getting the answer of 20%. Now coming to the next question or next model. The next model says that successive percentages or AB rule. Now here this AB rule is very important for our exam. So let us see the question in this. If the income of a person is first increased by 10%, the income of a person is increased by 10% and then it was decreased by 10%, find the percentage change in his salary. So we have to find the change in his salary. Let us assume a person is earning 10,000 rupees. He is earning what? 10,000 rupees. Now first of all, his income is increased by 10%. Now his income is increasing by what? 10%. So the 10% of 10,000 is what? 1,000. I can say that his income is increasing by 10% or increasing by 1,000 rupees. So previously his income was 10,000. Now his income will become 11,000. Okay. Now this. Next, after this increase, there was a decrease of 10%. Later it was decreased by what? It was decreased by 10%. Now it should be decreased by 10%. So the 10% of 11,000 is what? The 10% of 11,000 is 1100. Now what I have to do? I have to decrease 11,000 with 1100. So 11,000 minus 1100 gives me 9,900. So 9,900. So what I have to do now? I have to find the percentage change in his salary. So previously he was earning 10,000. Now he is earning 9,900. Is his salary increased or decreased? His salary has been decreased. So there was a negative impact after this transaction, or net effect. There was a negative net effect. So let us see. Previously he was earning 10,000. Now he is earning 9,900. So there is a difference of minus 100 rupees. So let us convert this into percentage. There is a difference of 100 rupees divided by comparing. We are comparing with what? We are comparing with our previous salary. So our previous salary is 10,000 divided by 10,000 into 100. So this is minus. So two zeros gets cancelled. Two zeros gets cancelled. So the net effect is minus 1%. So his salary has been decreased by 1%. So this is the basic way of solving this particular question. Now we can solve this particular question in another way, which is AB rule. Now let us see. First of all, his salary is increased by what? His salary is increased by 10%. So let us assume A is equal to 10 plus 10%. Then his salary has been decreased by what? 10%. So B is equal to, whenever there is a decrease or decline, we have to write it as minus 10. So let us apply this in this AB rule. The AB rule says A plus B plus A into B by 100. Let us apply here. So A is 10, B is minus 10 plus 10 into minus 10 by 100. So 10 minus 10 is 0, plus into minus is minus, 10 into 10 is 100 by 100. So there is a negative 1% decrease. So after solving this, I can simply say that there is a negative 1% decrease in our salary. So the net effect is minus 1%. So we can also solve this particular question in a tricky way, or there is a simple trick for this. Whenever both of these increase and decrease values are same. So here 10% increase and 10% decrease. So whenever we are getting this same increase or same decrease, we can apply this simple formula, which is minus A square by 100 percentage. Okay, minus A square by 100%. So minus A value, the A value here is 10. So 10 square by 100%. So minus 10 square is 100. 100 by 100 is, so 100 by 100%. So 100 by 100 is 1. So there is a negative 1% decrease. So you can solve this in basic method, AB method, AB rule method, and also this tricky way. But I suggest you should learn this particular AB method because it helps in our further questions. Now let us go to the next question. So here let us see. The price of an article was first increased by 20%. So here the A value is plus 20%. Then later it was decreased by 10% due to reduction in sales. So the B value is minus 10%. Now find the percentage change in the item of price. So let us substitute in the AB rule. A plus B plus A into B by 100. So here A value is 20, B value is minus 10 plus 20 into minus 10 by 100. 20 minus 10 is 10. So plus into minus, minus 200 by 100. 0 gets cancelled. 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 is what? 8%. So here the effect is plus 8%. So the effect is plus 8%. So I can say that there is an increase of 8% in the net effect. So our answer is plus 8%. Whenever I am getting a value of minus 8 or minus 7, I can say that it is decreasing. Whenever I am getting a value of 8, simply 8, I can say that it is increasing. So there is a net effect of 8% increase. Now coming to the next question. or next model. So this next model is also very important, which is price into consumption model. So price into consumption model. So let me assume as a shopkeeper, I'm a shopkeeper, I'm going to this market. So my everyday budget for market or my expenditure is 10,000. So my everyday budget is 10,000 or my expenditure budget is 10,000. I am going to this market and buying sugar. So the price of the sugar is 100 rupees per kg. So the price of the sugar is 100 rupees per kg. My budget is 10,000 rupees. So how many kgs can I buy? I can buy 100 kgs of sugar, because 1 kg sugar is 100 rupees. I can buy 100 kgs of sugar, which equals to 10,000 rupees, which is in my pocket. So price of a sugar into consumption, price into consumption gives rise to expenditure. So this is our model. So simply I'm asking you, if the price of a product increases, then the consumption should be decreased or should be maintained. If I should maintain my budget, so let us assume my daily budget is 10,000 itself. If the price has been increased by 100 to 125, the price of sugar is increased by 100 rupees, then it is increased by 125 rupees per kg. It is increased by 25 rupees per kg. Now the consumption is increasing or decreasing? The consumption should be decreased. Now we have to find this percentage decrease of this consumption. Okay, this same question, let us see. So 100 rupees per kg, 100 kgs, 10,000, 125 into what gives me 10,000. So 125 into 80. So 125 into 80 is our gives me the expenditure of 10,000. Okay, now what I have to do? Previously my consumption was 100 kgs. Now my consumption is what? 80 kgs. Now what I have to find? I have to find the percentage decrease in consumption. So there is a decrease of 20 kgs consumption. So decrease of what? 20 kgs. So difference divided by comparing value into 100. So here the difference is 20 divided by previously I used to buy 100 kilos of sugar. So divided by, I'm comparing with 100 kilos into 100. So there is a net effect of 20% decrease. I can simply say that the consumption has been decreased by 20%. So if the price is increased by 25%, then the consumption should be decreased by 20% in order to maintain my budget or maintain my expenditure. Okay, now I can solve this particular question using our AB rule, AB method. So let us see. So the price is increasing by 25%. Now I have to reduce the consumption. I don't know how much should I reduce. Let us assume this value as X. But the net effect is what? 0%. Here the net effect is, it should not be changed. The expenditure should not be changed. So the net effect should be 0. So let us substitute in this AB rule, which says 25 plus A plus B, which is X, plus 25 into X by 100 is equals to what? 0. I have to get a net effect of 0. So 25 ones are 25 fours are. I can write 4x plus x by 4 is equals to minus 25. Okay, then 5x by 4 is equals to 25. So 5 5s are 25. Then x is equals to, so here minus 25. So x is equals to minus 20%. So my consumption should be decreased by 20%. You can go with the basic method or you can apply this AB rule and solve this question. Now coming to our questions. The price of sugar is raised by 40%. By how much percentage should a household reduce its consumption so as not to increase its expenditure? Same, the value of A is 40%. I don't know the value of P. Let us assume it as X. But the net effect should be 0. My expenditure should not change. So 40 plus x plus 40 into x by 100 is equals to 0. So 0 and 0 gets cancelled. So 10x plus 4x divided by 10 is equals to minus 40. Okay, minus 40. 14x by 10 is equals to minus 40. 7s are 2 5s are. So x value is minus 200 by 7 percentage. So the consumption should be decreased by minus 200 by 7 percentage. In the same way, the next question is also given. So the price of a sugar is raised by 25 percentage. By how much percentage a household should decrease its consumption so as there is only 10 percentage increase in expenditure? So here he is saying what? The expenditure should only increase by 10 percentage. So the net effect is here is what? It should increase by 10%. So the a value is plus 25. We don't know the b value. So but the net effect is 10 percentage. In the previous question the net effect was 0, but in this particular question the net effect is 10 percentage. So let us substitute 25 plus x plus the b value is x. 25 into x by 100 is equals to 10. Okay, 25 ones are 25 fours are 4x plus x by 4 is equals to 10 minus 25. 10 minus 25 is minus 15. Then 5x by 4 is equals to minus 15. 5 ones are 5 threes are 15. So x value is equals to 4 into 3, which is 12. So 4 threes are 12%. So here the consumption should be decreased by, our consumption should be decreased by how much percentage? It should be decreased by 12%. Okay, our consumption should be decreased by how much percentage? 12%. Okay, next question. So the next model says elections total votes. In an election contested by two candidates, there are only two candidates in the particular election. One candidate got 35% of total votes. So one candidate got 35% of total votes and lost by 500 votes. So here he is saying that the candidate has lost by 500 votes. So the difference between the winning candidate and the losing candidate is 500. So let us solve this question. In an election, so the total votes polled, let us assume the total votes polled is 100%. The total votes polled is 100%. Now there are 2%. One of the person is getting 35% of total votes, which is 35% of total votes. If one person is getting 35% of votes, then the other person should get the remaining 65% of votes. So one person is getting 35% of votes, then the other person should get 65% of votes. Now here I can say that the person who is getting 65% of votes is the winner, and the person who is getting the 35% of votes is loser. So the winning candidate got 65% of votes and the losing candidate got 35% of votes. Now what is he saying in this question? The difference between the winning and the losing candidate is 500 votes. Now let us see the difference between both of these values is 35% and 65% is 30%. Okay, 30%. Now here in this particular question he said that 30% is equals to 500 votes. From this I can say that 1% is equals to 500 by 30, which is 50 by 3. What I have to find? I have to find the total votes polled. The total votes polled is equals to 100%. So 100% is what? We know that 1% is 50 by 3. Then 100% is 50 by 3 into 100. So 5000 by 3. 5000 by 3 is 1666.66. So the total votes polled are 1666. Now coming to the next question, which says in an election contested by two candidates, 10% of total votes were invalid. So here he is saying 10% of total votes were invalid. So let us assume 100% of total votes polled. So total votes polled. In this total votes, there was a 10% invalid votes. 10% invalid votes. So 100 minus 10. 100 minus 10 is what? 90. So I can say that this 90% is total valid votes. 100% is total votes, but only 90% are valid votes. Now, one candidate got 40% of total valid votes. He is getting what? 40% of 90, not 100. He is getting 40% of total valid vote. Let us see. He is getting 40% of total valid votes. So 40% is 40 by 100 into total valid votes is 90. So he is getting 36% votes. I can say that he is getting 36% of votes. Then the remaining 54% is getting by another person. So if a person is getting 54% of votes, he is a winner. I can say that he is the winner and he is the loser. So he is winner and he is loser. Now let us see what has been asked in this question. So one candidate got 40% of total valid votes, and which are 640 votes. He is saying that this value, 36% value, the value of 36% is 640 votes. 36% is equals to 640 votes. Now from this I can say that 1% is equals to 640 divided by 36. 640 divided by 36. Let us solve this. 4 1s are 4, 4 6s are 24, 160 by 4 9s are 36. So 1% is 160 by 9. In this question, what is he asking? Find the difference between total votes and votes secured by winning candidates. So the total votes is 100% and votes secured by winning candidate is 50%. So I have to find the difference between them. So 100 minus 54. 100 minus 54 is what? 46%. I have to find 46%. So I know that 1% is 160 by 9. Then 46% is what? 160 by 9 into 46. So our answer is 160 into 46 by 9. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video and have a great day.